Hi everybody, it's Carla and it's Monday and I'm going to be talking about clairempathy today and clairtangency. And I'm going to start with clairempathy. So to me, clairempathy and clairsentience are in the same vein. They are similar, but they are different. Okay? A lot of people who are clairsentient, a lot of people that do have clairempathy will have clairsentient also. Clairempathy is clear feeling of emotions, okay? And typically, to me, the main difference between being an empath and being a sentient is that the empath only feels the emotions and energies of the people and the stuff, environment, whatever, that are around them. And a clairsentient has a good sense of what someone is thinking as well. And they'll be able to feel if somebody's in some kind of danger, or if they're in pain, or if they're dying, or if they've already died. And they have a strong sense of what's going on within the environment, on the planet, on the earth. To me, a clairsentient is like a clairempathy on steroids. Okay, they are similar, but they are different. A clairsentient is experiences the emotions, where somebody that's a clear empath might only feel the emotions of the people that are around them, like their spouse, their mother, their father, their sister, maybe their kids. Somebody's sad and depressed. They feel those emotions as if they were their own emotions. Okay, some people get really screwed up with both of these, with clairempathy and clairsentience, because they're feeling all these things and they don't know where it's coming from. So some people are experiencing these things and they get a lot of anxiety. They wonder what the hell's wrong with them. They try to look at their life and they're like, there's nothing wrong with me. You know, my life is going great. Why am I so upset? They're going to be picking up on the emotions of someone else. They see either, let's say, their sister, their brother, their mother, whatever, their spouse is going through a hard time. They're depressed. They're picking up on those emotions and they're feeling those emotions as if they were their own. Okay, and the quicker you make the connection that this is not mine, the quicker it's going to stop. Okay, clairsentient, again, is in a wider range. It's bigger. It's on a bigger level than clairempath. Okay, it's more of a planetary or universe thing, big picture. Okay, again, it is associated with the heart chakra and the second chakra. Second chakra is where emotions are stored as well. So you're like your emotional storehouse is the second and third chakra, below the belly button and above the belly button. But then you have your heart chakra as well. Many of these abilities are connected with more than one chakra. There's a one main chakra it's connected with, and there's going to be others that it's associated with as well. So if you know anybody that's a clairempath and they can't figure it out, you might want to try to help them, because it will make a world of difference once they know what is going on. Okay, so you know that's the easy version of it. It's just clear emotions. Clear emotions. It's that simple. And clairsentient, clear feeling. It's that simple. So I'm going to talk about clairtangency and what that is. I'm sure many of you know. It's clear feeling. Holding of an object. I'm holding this object. What am I picking up? What am I feeling? I'm using the chakras in the palm of my hand to pick up this information. Okay? The chakras in the palm of your hand are secondary chakras, yes, but they are still very important. This is how we heal. A lot of times we're using our hands. We're using the chakras in our hands. We can feel chakras spinning in our hands. Well, maybe not all of us, but some of us can. You feel the heat emanating from your hands. You feel cold emanating, vibrations, many things. So when you're doing clairtangency and you're holding on to something, you're picking up the vibration. You're picking up the vibration of that object. That object might have passed through many hands. It might be very old, could be 100 years old, could be 200 years old, could be 50 years old. Objects hold energy. I believe there's a whole show dedicated to this stuff, and I think it's called Haunted something. Haunted Antiques, or no, Haunted Collector. That's it. So yeah, things can attach to objects, absolutely. And it's got residual energy of people. So if your grandmother wore the same necklace for 80 years or whatever, that's going to be a good thing to give to a medium if you're going to try and connect with your grandmother. When I do readings, I use clairtangency. I will ask my client to bring an object that belonged to the person that they want to connect with most. This can help. It's not necessary, but it can help. Most of the time, I make the connection before I get the object. If they brought the object, I'll still hold on to it because I could get more information from it. Sometimes they'll bring an object and I don't hold on to it all. It's good for when there is not a clear connection. I think maybe that person can't communicate as clearly as, say, another spirit. Everybody communicates differently. Okay? So it can help, and I do use it. This is something good to practice with if you are trying to develop your psychic abilities, is psychometry, another word for clairtangency. It's an awesome tool. It's a good way to practice. You can practice with anybody. Say, I want to hold your ring, I want to hold your keys, I want to hold your wallet. If you really want to get into it without using people that you know, and you want to see what you can really get, go to an antique shop. Go to an antique shop and just start touching things. I do not like going into antique shops. They have always made me sick. Not, sick where I'm going to go to the hospital, but I do not feel well in antique shops. There is a lot of energy in those places. Or flea markets. Those aren't good either, for me. And it depends on which area of the flea market. Usually they do have an antique section, and I steer clear. So those are kinds of places that I avoid. Only because, again, there's so much energy in antique shops because there's so many different objects in there. I don't even have to touch anything, okay? It's just the energy that is emanating from the objects, okay? That's it. That's all it takes. You don't know who it belonged to. You don't know what that object has been through. You don't know what time period it's been through. Wars. Who knows? Again, there's residual energy on stuff. Period. It could even be something new, and there's going to be some residual energy on there. Okay? Objects go through many hands, and the older the object, the more places it's been, the more people it's been handled by. So that is a good way to practice your psychic abilities. Yeah, because clairtangency is definitely associated with clairvoyance, because when you're touching something, you're seeing it. You're seeing it. And that is clairvoyance. But it is a good way to learn and to practice. Some objects have to be cleansed. Yeah, they do. It's not a lie. It's a true thing. But I would practice with your friends. Maybe practice with your friends, family members that aren't here anymore. Maybe they, like I said, they have like a necklace or a ring that belonged to somebody that they lost. It's a good way to practice. So that's it for the clairs, and I hope you enjoyed it. If there's any questions, send me a message. If I missed something, which I probably might, I may have, that's okay. That's what questions are for. And next week I don't know what I'm going to talk about next week or the week before. I'm trying to do every Monday or every other Monday. So I'm going to see what I'm going to talk about. So you guys have a good weekend. I don't know where you are, but it's very hot here in Florida. And I'll see you next time. Bye.